Mrs. Hart, I'm so sorry. The doctors tried everything, but the baby didn't make it.
Alvin, you did this. You killed our baby.
That night, I had a dream. In it, Alvin fell for that waitress. I was beaten by his men until I miscarried, until Molly Hayes showed up. The exact words from his nightmare. Through the crack, I saw Molly sitting right beside Alvin, beaming. Someone shoved me hard. I lost my balance and slammed into the floor. A sharp, ripping pain tore through my belly.
Blood! There's blood!
Valerie, quit faking it. Lock her in the cellar until she comes to her senses.
And he still locked me in that pitch-black cellar. My head snapped up.
Divorce papers? Where are they, Mom?
I nodded and signed my name next to his. Let's move the core assets there. The moment my divorce is finalized, we're leaving New York. I hung up, walked forward, and never looked back. Alvin Cross had a nightmare. He dreamed he cheated on me with a club waitress and destroyed me. And then what?
And then you tricked me into signing divorce papers and vanished.
He swore it was just a crazy dream, but it changed him. He avoided clubs, double-checked every document I handed him, and couldn't stand letting me out of sight. His therapist called it separation anxiety. So I loved him even harder, hoping it would make him feel safe. Over time, the dream faded. Until Molly Hayes showed up. At our 4th anniversary party, I took one bite of cake and blacked out. I woke up in a hospital room. Molly was huddled in the corner, sobbing.
I'm sorry, I thought Mrs. Cross was just being picky. I had no idea her mango allergy was that serious.
Last time a chef accidentally served me mango, Alvin shut the restaurant down.
Yeah.
But this time, Alvin stayed silent for a long moment.
Valerie, she didn't mean to. It's not a big deal.
The exact words from his nightmare. I almost died, and you're telling me she didn't mean to?
I just don't want some nobody ruining our anniversary. So, what do you want?
I want her gone from Cross Holdings.
Mr. Cross,
Whatever you want. I've got work at the office. I'll check on you later. You, gone by tonight.
My friends relaxed. I thought he'd let her off the hook. Guess he was just teasing you because you were upset. I smiled, but the unease in my chest wouldn't settle. Then my phone buzzed. A text from Alvin. I let out a breath. Maybe I was just overthinking it. That night, I went to Nocturne Club. I stood outside the private room, hand on the door, when laughter spilled out. Through the crack, I saw Molly, the one he'd fired, sitting right beside Alvin, beaming. In front of her was a whole table of mango desserts. Honestly, Alvin, if Valerie knew you kept Molly as your assistant, she'd lose it. My grip tightened on the handle. Alvin ruffled Molly's hair, doting on her.
Valerie won't find out. Molly's been with me since she graduated. I can't just leave her out in the cold.
Molly graduated a year ago. He'd been cheating on me for a whole year. But Alvin, aren't you scared that dream might come true?
In the dream, Valerie's parents hid her from me. But if they went bankrupt, no hard capital, no safety net, she could never leave me.
Molly nestled into Alvin's arms, shot a smug glance at the door, then fed him a spoonful of mango cake.
Besides, you have no idea how much Valerie loves me. Ever since I told her about that dream, she's clinged to me, terrified it'll come true. A woman like that, she'd never leave me over one little slip.
Must be nice being the favorite. You get away with everything. I turned and walked away, my stomach churning. Halfway down the hall, it hit me. Nocturne Club was the exact club Alvin had avoided ever since that dream. I went to my parents' house. One look at my pale face and they panicked.
Val, what happened? Did Alvin do something to you?
Don't jump to conclusions. To reassure us, Alvin even signed uncontested divorce papers before they got married. He'd never hurt our girl. My head snapped up.
Divorce papers? Where are they, Mom? Give them to me. Now!
Half an hour later, the lawyer placed the file in my hands. Last page. Alvin's signature, right there. The knot in my chest loosened, and then the grief nearly drowned me.
Mr. Cross also signed a waiver of service so we can finalize the divorce without him ever showing up.
I nodded and signed my name next to his. After the lawyer left, I told my parents everything. Heart Capital already had a London expansion plan on the table. Let's move the core assets there. The moment my divorce is finalized, we're leaving New York. That night, I had a dream. In it, Alvin fell for that waitress. No matter what happened to her, he was sure I'd set her up and made me pay tenfold every time. My assistant Emma was jailed, tortured, and left to die behind bars, all for helping me. My father died a broken heart, and the grief nearly broke my mother. And me, accused of framing the woman he loved, I was beaten by his men until I miscarried. I jolted awake, the pillow soaked. My period was already 2 months late. The next morning, I went to the hospital. When I walked out, I was clutching the pregnancy test results, dazed. I was really pregnant, joy and fear tangled in my chest.
Miss Hart, Mr. Cross lied to you. Molly never left Cross Holdings.
Emma, don't do anything stupid. Just wait for me. By the time I reached the garage beneath Cross Holdings, Emma was surrounded by Alvin's bodyguards.
You think she can save you?
Miss Hart, I caught Molly snooping around the office. When I stopped her, she tripped and hit her head all on her own, then screamed that I attacked her. I turned to Alvin. You heard her. It's all a misunderstanding.
Mrs. Cross, I'll go, I swear. Just don't let her hurt me again. Emma said she'd beat me every time she saw me. I'll never come near you or Mr. Cross again.
Alvin saw the marks, and his face darkened.
Anything else to say for yourself?
I never touched her! She's lying! Then let's check the security footage. Alvin waved to a bodyguard.
Go pull it.
Fine. It's all my fault, okay? Please don't fight with your wife over me. I'll take any punishment. I can't stand seeing you upset.
Alvin's face softened.
My feelings matter to you that much?
Of course they do.
Alvin sighed, then turned to me, cold as ice.
Valerie, are you done? Either I call the cops or my men teach her a lesson. Your call.
He took Molly into the private elevator. Before the door slid shut, Molly glanced back and smirked at me. The bodyguards closed in, cutting off every way out. I dare any of you to touch her.
Mr. Cross gave the order. Anyone in the way gets it too.
In the chaos, someone shoved me hard. I lost my balance and slammed into the floor. A sharp, ripping pain tore through my belly.
Blood! There's blood! She's bleeding!
The guards froze, then scattered in a panic.
Emma, my baby. Mrs. Hart, I'm so sorry. The doctors tried everything, but the baby didn't make it.
The baby, gone. Just like the dream. Alvin, you did this. You killed our baby.
My phone buzzed, a text from Alvin. So this was his business trip. I laughed, and the more I laughed, the harder the tears fell. Mr. Cross has lost his mind. He sees the flagship project Heart Capital spent 3 years on. He was already coming after Heart Capital. Good thing I'd prepared. I went straight to the conference room. I had no idea I owed Miss Haley an apology this big.
You had your assistant threaten Molly and beat her up? Don't you owe her an apology?
I let out a cold laugh. You believed her? Alvin, remember your dream? In it, you never believed me either.
Then tell me, why would Molly lie to me?
I sneered. Believe whatever you want. I'm done explaining myself. I signed the transfer without hesitation, and panic finally flashed across Alvin's face.
Valerie, you've lost weight. Come home for dinner tonight. I'll have the chef make your favorite.
I went back to the crosstown house just to keep Alvin thinking I was still under his thumb. I didn't expect Molly to be there too.
Molly closed a big deal, so I promised to bring her home to celebrate.
On the table sat a bottle of my favorite red wine. Alvin used to pour it for me after every big deal, our little ritual. Now it belonged to another woman. I remembered the doctor's orders, no alcohol. So I just sipped my soup.
Alvin, does Mrs. Cross not want me here? She won't even share one glass with me. Maybe I should go.
Alvin poured a glass of red and set it in front of me.
Valerie, don't make this hard for her.
And if I don't? Alvin looked at me like I was a kid throwing a tantrum.
Then I'll feed it to you myself. We used to do that all the time, remember?
Behind his back, Molly shot me a triumphant schmur. I picked up the glass and downed it in one go. Soon after, my belly started cramping wave after wave. I wanted to rest, but Alvin blocked me.
Valerie, come to the gala with me tonight.
Take Molly.
Don't start. You're Mrs. Cross.
I clutched my belly.
I'm not starting. I'm in pain.
Alvin studied my pale face, and something like sympathy flickered, then hardened just as fast.
You used to pull this exact act whenever you wanted to skip an event.
Alvin dragged me to the gala, Molly right behind him. They worked the crowd while I, the rightful Mrs. Cross, was left standing alone. The cramping in my belly grew worse.
Valerie, you okay?
Noah Grant. He'd worked with Heart Capital.
I'm fine.
By the way, why is Heart Capital suddenly shifting to London? London? What about London?
Nothing. Just some new startups over there.
Alvin stared at me, then nodded, but the suspicion lingered in his eyes.
Molly, stay here with Valerie.
Of course. I'll take good care of Mrs. Cross.
The second he left, her meekness vanished.
How does it feel, watching the man who used to adore you get taken away?
How does it feel to live on my leftovers? Then the pain took over, and I crumpled to the floor. Molly leaned down, smiling cruelly.
Hurts, doesn't it? I know you miscarried it, and that wine, I made sure you drank it. But guess who Alvin's gonna believe?
Oh my God, Mrs. Cross! What's wrong?
Alvin, I swear I didn't touch her. She said she'd make me pay, then just threw herself down.
Alvin called for the footage. The video clearly showed me collapsing on my own.
Valerie, having fun?
I was in too much pain to speak. All I could do was watch him leave.
Valerie, will you be my girlfriend? Valerie, marry me.
That boy who once chased after me, and this man walking away with another woman blurred into one. I closed my eyes.
Alvin, I don't want to marry you anymore.
Half conscious, I heard Noah call my name and felt him lift me into a car.
Noah, where the hell are you taking my wife? She collapsed. I was taking her to the hospital.
My wife, not your concern.
Wait, is that blood on her clothes?
Valerie, quit faking it. It's just your period.
I forced my eyes open. Seeing me wake, Alvin relaxed. Then an I knew it look crossed his face.
Why'd you go off with him? Are you that desperate for any man?
I don't want to die. Anyone but you.
Fine. That's just great.
He hauled me back and shoved me at the housekeeper.
She can't stay away from other men. Lock her in the cellar until she comes to her senses.
The housekeeper opened her mouth, but didn't dare say a word. Alvin knew the dark was my worst fear, and he still locked me in that pitch-black cellar. For 3 days down there, I really thought I'd die, but somehow I made it. On the third day, the cellar door opened. I walked out. When the first sunlight hit me, I felt reborn. I called my parents. Dad, is the asset transfer done? Good. I'm getting the divorce judgment now. See you at the airport. I hung up, walked forward, and never looked back.
I only flew into Boston on my husband's private jet to clear my head from a messy wave of pregnancy hormones. But one wrong turn led me straight into the VIP room of my past, and face to face with my ex-husband, Carter. During our 6-year marriage, he punished me with cold indifference just because our son was diagnosed with autism. And when his mistress orchestrated the tragedy that cost my son his life, Carter coddled her tears and left me to drown in the blame. Now, standing before his circle of Ivy League snobs, he looks at me like I'm a pathetic beggar, desperate for a second chance. Little do they know, my husband, Lucas, treasures me beyond measure. And Carter, he's just history. The second I landed, my best friend Blair texted me with the name of our usual spot. But the moment I pushed open the VIP room door, every single face snapped toward me and froze. I instantly realized I had walked into the wrong room.
Seriously, Jessica? I literally posted in the group chat. This high school reunion is strictly Ivy League. You're nothing but a community college dropout.
She totally knew Carter would be here. She definitely showed up on purpose, hoping to engineer some pathetic reunion.
Too bad for her. It's not happening. Carter is the chief of surgery at a world-class medical center now, and he's marrying a senator's daughter soon.
Exactly. I mean, remember how good Carter used to be to her? And what did she do? She bore him an autistic son who ended up dead.
A community college dropout? shouldn't even be crashing this party.
I was about to explain the mix-up, but my eyes locked onto the man sitting at the head of the table. It was Carter, my ex-husband of 6 years. He sat there cold and silent, swirling a glass of whiskey. He didn't even lift his eyes to look at me. In high school, he loved me so passionately that everyone thought I was the luckiest girl alive. He once cornered a teacher who made me cry, forcing him into a humiliating public apology. When street thugs trapped me in an alley, he fought them off alone, turning to me first to make sure I wasn't hurt. When I was anxious about the Sats, he climbed over my fence and sat on my roof all night, singing to me. We loved each other for 8 years, going from high school sweethearts straight to the altar. But everything shattered the second I gave birth to our autistic son, Aiden. The day the diagnosis hit us, Carter chain-smoked in the garage all night. Then came the relentless fights over therapy, and who had to miss work for the endless hospital visits. He lost all patience, burying himself in back-to-back surgeries just to escape coming home. Finally, he looked at me and said,
"If I had known our child wouldn't be normal, I would have never married you."
After Aiden tragically passed away, we quietly signed the divorce papers.
Oh my god, Jess, I finally caught you. Lucas couldn't reach you. If you don't show up soon, your husband is definitely going to dial 911 for a missing person.
Oh, please, Jessica. Staging a fake marriage just to get Carter's attention? This is so low.
The laughter grew louder. Finally, the man at the head of the table set his glass down. The room fell dead silent as his indifferent gaze landed on me.
Jessica, drop the act. I don't give out second chances. And I definitely don't waste my time fixing what's already broken.
I didn't let Blair flip out. I dragged her straight out of the room and left.
Who the hell does he think he is? When he was chasing you back then, he literally followed you around like a loyal little puppy dog. Now he's turning around and pulling this heartless asshole act?
He's nothing but a ghost to me now. He doesn't deserve our anger. But I never expected to run into Carter at the end of the hospital corridor the next morning. I froze for a fraction of a second, then averted my gaze, walking straight toward the OBGY wing.
Jessica!
First the high school reunion yesterday, and now you're tracking me down at my own hospital? Playing sick just to see me? Are you really that desperate?
The sheer audacity of him almost made me laugh.
Carter.
It was Chloe, the senator's daughter, his resident, the permanent thorn in my past marriage, the very girl whose lethal medical bolsters Carter had constantly covered up, all while leaving me to cry alone in a dark parking lot over our son.
And who is this? Oh, Jessica, wow. You've aged quite a bit.
I almost didn't recognize you. Are you here to see Dr. Vance? You know, he's the head of surgery department now. So you'll have to get in line like the rest of his fans, sweetie.
Wait, you're heading toward obstetrics? Don't tell me you're actually pregnant?
Please don't tell me you're about to bring another autistic kid into this world.
I mean, we all know how that ended. She spoke just loudly enough for every passing nurse and patient to hear. I swallowed my irritation. I wasn't planning on hiding my pregnancy anyway.
Chloe Kensington! Give me back my daughter's life! He's got a knife! Run!
Oh my god, someone called 911! No, I can't be here. I have to protect my baby. I need to get out!
Die, you son of a... Damn it, out of my way, bitch!
Carter! I didn't mean to. I swear I was just so scared. I didn't know she'd get hit.
It's okay, I've got you. It's not your fault, Chloe. You did nothing wrong.
But Jessica is bleeding so much. She's not moving.
Ignore her. She's just faking it for attention. She loves playing the martyr. Let me check your injuries first. Are you hurt anywhere?
But a split second later, a dull, empty ache in my lower abdomen makes my entire world freeze.
My baby.
You actually took a knife for me just to get my attention? Save your tragic little show, Jessica. This tragic stunt isn't going to buy your way back into my bed.
Who said I was saving you?
He didn't know I was pregnant.
Look, if you want a second chance, I might consider it. But first, you have to tell the world that Chloe wasn't to blame for our son's drowning. Her career is being derailed right now because of those baseless rumors from back then.
My nails deep into my palms, my vision blurring with rage. I looked him dead in the eye.
Clear her name? And who is going to pay for the life of my son?
3 years ago, I was drowning in work, so I left 3-year-old Aiden at the hospital with Carter. I told him 1,000 times to keep our son in his private office with some paper and crayons. Aiden was terrified of strangers and loud spaces, and Carter knew that better than anyone.
Jessica, I'm so sorry. I swear it was an accident. I only turned my back for a second. He slipped out. We looked everywhere for him, but by the time they found him, he had already drowned in the river. You're a liar! My son hated water and he never wandered off. Why won't anybody listen to me? Kill me instead, Carter. Please. I want to trade my life for his. I don't want to live anymore. Just let me die.
Carter gently pulling Chloe up from the floor, wrapping his arms around her, whispering,
Shh. Chloe, look at me. Stop. It's not your fault.
Carter, what did you just say?
You heard me. If you cared more about being a mother than chasing your career, Aiden would still be alive. You didn't watch him. This is on you. We can't change the past, so why let it destroy the future of the living? Tell the board that Chloe wasn't responsible for the accident. Her promotion will go through, and in return, I'll actually consider starting over with you.
Stay the hell out of my life.
Since you won't clear Chloe's name, you're going to do her another favor to make up for it.
Before I could even process his words, the door clicked open. A nurse walked in, reeling a tray with an IV bag and a syringe.
Time for your IV, Jessica. Wait, why do I need an IV? Is something wrong?
Don't worry, sweetie. You're fine. It's just some glucose to get your energy back. Carter leaned down, his shadow looming over me.
Don't make this harder. It's unnecessary. Just play nice and do Chloe this favor.
Before my brain could even process his words, a loud commotion erupted outside the door. The door burst open. Chloe walked in first, followed by a group of medical students in scrubs.
Come on in, guys. Don't be shy. We have a live demonstration today. Dr. Vance approved it, so take notes.
My blood ran cold. Every instinct screamed at me to fight, to run, but my paralyzed body wouldn't twitch. I couldn't even blink. I could only watch in horror as they swarmed my bed, a blur of masks, gloves, and cold, cynical eyes. He didn't lift a finger to stop them. He just tilted his head, watching my humiliation play out. I tried to scream, but a plastic tongue depressor was rammed into my mouth, pinning my tongue down. The suffocating humiliation made me want to die right then and there. My tears kept falling, but nobody cared.
All right, everyone. We're doing a live teaching session today, a demonstration on a live female specimen. It's been specially approved by Director Carter, so pay close attention and make sure you learn something.
Wow, she's completely limp.
Dr. Kensington, this patient is great. She hasn't moved an inch.
Of course she is. She's a professional. Don't cry, Jessica. You used to be so tough. You didn't even cry this much when Aiden died. It felt like an eternity, a living nightmare, but eventually the students scattered, laughing and chatting at what they were going to grab for lunch. The door clicked shut, plunging the room back into a dead silence. They had used my body as a prop.
This is Chloe's final practical assessment before getting her full-time license. Once she gets these clinical credits, her promotion will officially go through.
His voice was pure irritation, as if my trauma was an inconvenience to him.
Why the tears, Jessica? You act like a little demonstration just ruined your life. Look, you still have me, don't you? It's not like I've walked away from you. I already told you I'd consider giving us another shot. So stop acting like you're going to end up thrown out and alone.
But I wasn't just crying from the humiliation anymore. A sickening dread paralyzed me as a violent, tearing pain exploded in my womb. The agony that followed was blinding, far worse than the impact with the fire cabinet. Cold, absolute fear gripped my chest.
Someone help me, please.
A nurse burst through the door. and for a shit second, relief washed over me. I thought someone was going to save me. Get up. Dr. Vance signed your discharge papers. You're perfectly fine. Chloe's mom is having a medical emergency, and the VIP wing is completely full. Dr. Vance ordered us to clear this room for patients who actually need it.
Carter, please. I'm pregnant. It hurts so bad. Please, save my baby. Just this once, Carter. I'm begging you. Carter! My mom needs us! Hurry!
First a fake husband, and now a fake pregnancy? How many more lies are you gonna spin, Jessica? Stop wasting medical resources.
Do you have any idea that while you're lying here, putting on a show, a real patient is losing their chance at survival?
The darkness closed in from the edges of my vision, swallowing the pain, the blood, and the world entirely. When awareness finally returned, the devastating emptiness inside my body told me everything. My baby was gone. Ignoring the throbbing pain in my body, I threw myself off the bed, my bare feet hitting the freezing tile floor. I wanted to find Carter and Chloe. The two monsters who had murdered my child didn't deserve to draw another breath in this world. I dragged myself down the corridor.
Carter, sweetheart, we honestly owe you everything. If you hadn't stuck by Chloe through all this, she never would have survived the backlash. We still feel sorry about your son. It was entirely Chloe's fault, but you never said a single harsh word to us. You just kept cleaning up her messes.
Don't worry about it, Mrs. Kensington. Chloe is still young, and she's got a brilliant career ahead of her. She shouldn't let an old mistake ruin her entire future. To be honest, the boy was autistic anyway. Even without the accident, he was never going to have a real future. Raising him would have been nothing but a lifelong burden. Honestly, dying early was a mercy for him, and frankly, a massive relief for the rest of us.
He knew. He had known the entire time. Aiden hadn't just wandered off. Chloe had dragged him to that river. It wasn't some tragic accident. It was murder. And for years, Carter had buried the truth, wiped the blood from her hands, and protected her while letting me drown in my own guilt.
My boy killed a Dreadstar! All by himself! I name him a true Valthorn! Whoa. Yes! Erling will be a legendary hunter, just like his dad!
My little hunter. Can I wear it? I'm a hunter now. All of my toys are yours. You're my best friend forever, Erling.
You clean their floors and cook their food. We deserve the glory, not them.
It's the Dreadstock's mate. It's come for revenge. Get the children out! Arm yourself!
Erling! Mama! I'm a hunter.
Erling! Have you seen Erling? Have you seen Erling? Where's my boy? Erling!
This is my chance to give you a better life. You're Hagen's son now. Stay here. When the Jarl comes, you cry and you reach for him.
Papa, I want to go home.
This is your home now. Your father is dead. Say it.
My papa's dead.
Where's my son?
My Jarl, someone carried a boy to the healer's chamber. You must find them.
Hagon! I can't find our son!
Keep looking. We can't lose our boy. Have you seen Erling?
No, but Jarl, this boy needs a family now. The Dreadstag you led here killed his father.
Please, Jarl, will you adopt me?
You will never be alone again. Now, you are my son.
Hagen, who is this boy? Where's our son?
Thora, my love. Gunnar lost his father because of me. I brought the beast that did this. We're his family now.
Mama, who is he? Where's my brother? I'm your brother now, Sigrid.
You had an accident. You're safe now. I'm your father. Your name is Viggo. You're my son.
Listen to me. I want riders on every road. We don't stop until we find him. Yes, my Jarl. We will search everywhere. And then we will search again.
Riders, we will not eat or sleep until we find the Jarl's son. Go!
I should have kept him closer. How could I lose my own son? The plan worked perfectly.
Sigrid, come inside.
I'll never love you more than Erling. He's my real brother. I know you'll come back to us one day, Erling. I'll be waiting for you.
I'll eat like a king tonight.
Father, those are my coins. I worked hard for them.
You sleep in my house. I feed and clothe you. Your pay is mine.
Gee, Viggo, how'd you end up with that piece of shit for a father? I wish I knew. Sometimes I feel like I was born to be somewhere else.
Father, I want to enter the trials.
You think you're too good for me, boy? You're nothing but a failure, and you always will be.
No, Father. I was born for something great. And now's my chance to try.
Sure, boy, you can sign up for the hunting trials. After you pay me back for raising you. For 18 years.
Hagen, it's been 8 years. Erling is gone.
No. Erling's still alive. I feel him out there, Thora. I'll find him.
I'm with you, Father. He's out there.
Viggo, if you join the hunting trials, Morin will skin you alive. If I win, I'll become the Jarl's personal hunter. I'll sit at his table forever. I'll finally be free from my father. Go join the trials. I'll cover for you here.
My father killed a Linworth on his first great hunt. He was 19.
They still sing about it. I'll be leading my first great hunt at 18. It's my birthright. Bad news, Doc Boy. The trials are closed.
They're closed for you.
Where do I sign? My father runs these trials. Look at you. Do you even own a blade? Can't you see? It's for all hunters. Gunnar, this rat's calling you stupid. Then I suppose we better teach this rat some manners. The problem with rats is we know how to fight.
Erase it, scum.
Go ahead. Grab me again.
That's enough! Both of you!
Jarl Hagen?
I run these trials. This isn't the shipyard. You start a fight in my yard, you're gone before you swing.
I didn't start anything.
I don't care who started it. I care that you look like you belong digging trenches. Are you hurt, son?
Father, this lowlife attacked me. I was welcoming him to the trials and he grabbed me like an animal.
Get in line. I'll give you one chance to prove what you are.
Father, he can't.
If he doesn't belong, the trials will show it soon enough.
Some of you will become hunters for the clan, and the finest hunter will lead the great hunt with me.
Control the flanks! Drive it towards the stake!
First blood is mine, Father. Anyone can get lucky.
That's the Valthorn cut.
How does a shipyard boy know the Valthorn cut?
Lucky. That was my kill. The beast was already dying from my cut.
Yolnar, lead hunter. You'll ride with me on the great hunt.
Viggo, support hunter.
You earned that. I've watched every trial since I was a child. Nobody's ever done what you just did.
My body just knew. Like I was meant for this.
You're a hunter. This is where you belong.
Congratulations, support hunter. You know what that means?
It means you can hold our sacks while we hunt. My father threw you a bone because he pitied you. That's all you'll ever be, a stray dog eating scraps from my table. A dog that killed the boar while you were sucking your own ass.
Stay beneath my foot where you belong, scum.
What did you do to my son?
Mother, he attacked me after the assignments. Ask anyone.
You come into my husband's trials and lay your dirty hands on my son. You stink like shipyard filth! Why do you look so...
I'd be in trouble if your son hit half as hard as you.
Take your friends and go. I'll deal with this one. I don't know who you are, but you will never belong here. Come near my family again and I'll have you thrown from the cliffs.
Just survive these people, then you'll become a hunter. Then freedom.
What happened here?
Your son and his mommy gave me a beatdown.
You're bleeding, boy. Sit down.
I'm fine.
That's an order. Drink. Steady now, boy. Steady. Steady now, boy. Steady.
Father.
From the moment I was born, I could see the souls of the dead. When I was caught talking to the void, my terrified parents thought me cursed. Instead, they poured all their love, wealth, and devotion into Seraphina, the orphan girl they took in, until she became the pampered jewel of House Thornwood. When Seraphina charmed her way into a betrothal with Lord Lucian Aurelius, the handsome heir of the most ancient ducal house in the realm, she became truly untouchable. But fate is a fickle thing. A fortnight before the grand wedding, Lord Lucian fell from his horse in the old forest and never woke. The court healers called it a cursed soul sleep. His body breathed, but his spirit was gone. When House Aurelius came to hold Seraphina to her sacred vow, she laughed in their faces.
Nurse a living corpse. I'd rather die. I will not marry a ruined man. Not for all his wealth.
Lucian's furious soul stood right there in the corner of the great hall, his eyes burning with hatred.
Whoever stays to care for me, I will give her a fortune, an estate, gold, freedom, anything just to spine this treacherous viper when I rise.
A fortune. My eyes lit up. I lifted my trembling hand.
Then, I'll marry him.
Every head in the hall turned. Seraphina's mouth fell open, and the dead lord's spirit stared at me as though I had risen from a grave of my own. I did not care for the title. I did not care for the castle. I wanted the gold. I braced for Seraphina to forbid it. All my life her chief delight had been to thwart me, then drink in my misery. But she only smirked and shoved me forward by the shoulder.
You are useless in this house anyway. Go wipe his filth, it suits you. Look at you, throwing yourself at a sleeping man. So starved for a husband you would take a broken one. How low.
I bowed my head and said nothing. Let her sneer. Every cruel word carried me one step closer to the door, and to a fortune that would set me free of all of them. But Lucian's soul did not stay silent.
You poison! For years you wept to me that your sister Alara tormented you. It was a lie. Every word of it. It was you who tormented her, and I, fool that I was, believed you.
His rage frosted the window panes. I tucked my chin and crept toward the Duchess instead.
I am the true-born daughter of this house. If it does not offend you, my lady, I will take my sister's place. I will wed Lord Lucian.
The Duchess Cassandra had worn grief like a veil since her son fell. House Aurelius had sworn to the court that he would soon recover. If the betrothal collapsed now, the whispers would spread, the alliances would crack, and the standing of the house would bleed away. I was, suddenly, the thread holding her dignity together.
You would truly do this? He cannot speak the vows yet. But care for him, keep faith as a wife should, and when he wakes, the seat of this house is yours.
I nodded, meek and eager.
I am gentle with the sick.
I nursed my own grandparents to the end.
My parents eagerly chimed in, their smiles dripping with unctuous warmth.
Yes, exactly. The girl is a worthless thing anyway, born for nothing but menial service.
Sending her to care for the young lord is a perfect match. As her parents, we give our full consent. Please, take her off our hands immediately.
They spoke as if discarding a piece of rubbish, utterly desperate to shove me out the door. The soul stopped raging. He drifted close, circling me, his cold gaze raking me head to foot until my spine shivered. I pretended I could not see him, and smiled my most useful smile. Half an hour later I stood in the chamber of recovery, and met Lord Lucian Aurelius in the flesh. He was wasted thin, his fine features sharpened by illness, kept alive by tinctures the court healers dripped between his lips and the slow rise of his chest. Cassandra dabbed her eyes.
His skull was struck in the fall. The priest sealed the wound, but the soul sleep holds. Half a year, perhaps 3. We wished to keep up appearances, yes, but also to give him a companion. Serafina need never have touched a basin. We do not lack for court healers. But a sleeping soul must be called home.
A cursed sleeper, she explained, needs the warmth of constant company, a voice at his ear day upon day, to keep his mind alight and coax his spirit back. But the heir could not be seen in such a state by outside eyes, and she herself was consumed holding the house together. Serafina had been the natural choice. Instead, the burden had fallen. Of all souls, to me, the spirit stood at the bedside, grey and bitter.
I thought she would never leave me. She has frozen my heart for good. All I want is one reliable soul to read me the parchment dispatches each morning. Is that so much? Gods know if this Alara is even capable.
I listened to him grumble and understood. Body and soul had been torn apart, that was why I could see him drifting. When he woke, his spirit would slip home, and he would see me no more. So I made my plan, and spoke it aloud to the Duchess.
Each morning I will read him the house dispatchings. I will fill the room with music and voices without pause. I will tell him the weather, bring him scents to wake his senses. And the washing, the turning, let me do that too, my lady, if it does not offend. It will help us grow familiar.
The Duchess and the ghost both took it for empty promises. Neither believed a death-touched girl could be so patient, so thorough, so kind. By the next morning, they would learn otherwise. When the Duchess came to the chamber of recovery the following day, she stopped in the doorway and stared. I had already shaved Lucian's hollow cheeks smooth, so that he looked less a hollow shell and more a sleeping lord. A traveling minstrel's tune drifted from the corner. On the table, a pot of spiced fruit steeped, its sweetness drowning the bitter reek of healing herbs. I sat at his bedside with a ledger open across my knees, reading the house accounts aloud in a clear, steady voice, pausing now and then to murmur an aside as if he might answer. And in the corner I had built myself a narrow cot, so I need never leave his side, day or night. Cassandra pressed a hand to her mouth.
Child, you may sleep in the castle proper. You need not stay here.
I only smiled. So long as I never had to sleep again under my parents' roof, I would gladly sleep on stone.
My lady, staying close strengthens the bond between us.
It will help call him home.
When she had gone, I stole a glance at the ghost. The gray had eased from his face. He watched me with something almost like wonder.
Serafina was raised soft. She would have made a wretched nurse. This Alora is steadier than I thought. Perhaps the curse did me a kindness.
I went on about my work, dusting the sill, trimming the guttering candles, humming an old cradle song under my breath because silence felt cruel to a sleeping man. The ghost trailed me corner to corner, no longer cold, only curious, as though he had never in his gilded life watched anyone labor on his behalf without being paid or commanded to it.
She does not even know I am watching, and still she is gentle.
I pretended not to hear, and pressed a coal cloth to his brow. After that, I told myself, the rest would be simple. I tucked the blanket to his chin and let myself believe, for one breath, that a fortune was already as good as mine, the gold, the estate, the freedom deed, every coin of it near enough to taste. I began to study the ghost the way a hunter studies tracks. He could not wander far distance from his body seemed to thin him, like ink in water. Mostly he kept to his chamber of recovery, drifting out only on the fairest mornings to taste the air. So when he muttered to himself, I listened.
How did she know I love the old operas? She has done her reading. Not bad. Now if only she would learn that I despise apples and crave the blue-veined cheese from the West Cellar. Every day, apples. I am sick to death of apples.
The next morning I went down to the cold cellar myself, and came back cradling a wheel of cheese so pungent it cleared my own eyes. I unwrapped it slowly at his bedside, smiling at his sleeping face.
My lord, shall we see how well this one has aged?
The reek bloomed through the room, foul and forbidden, the very thing no proper noble heir would admit to loving. The ghost's eyes lit like a starving man's.
Months. I must wake and devour a whole wheel with my own hands.
And as he spoke, the blessed water in the court healer's silver basin beside the bed, placed there to trace his life force, stirred with one faint, climbing ripple. I broke a piece of the cheese and ate it where he could see, sighing with pleasure.
Do you know, my lord, this is the first fine thing I have ever tasted. At home I was given the bruised apples, the rotten pears, never anything like this.
The ghost went very still. I had grown easy with his silent face. So I kept talking, the way one talks to a friend, and the words I had swallowed for 20 years came pouring out.
Your mother gave me a purse for my trouble, 200 gold. She thinks the work is hard. But at home I tended my parents, and Serafina both, and my grandparents before that. Here there is only you. It is the lightest my life has ever been.
When I dared to look, the dead lord's eyes had gone red at the rims.
Are her parents mad? They have a true-born daughter worth 10 of that spoiled orphan, and they starve her to feed a viper. I will see that whole house answer for it!
I felt an unexpected warmth, and pushed it down. Vengeance could keep. So long as the gold reached my hands, I would thank every god there was. From that day, the ghost and I grew close in a way I cannot name. I went on pretending I could not see him, yet I gave him everything he wished before he wished it aloud. And he never left my side, watching all I did with those red-rimmed, thawing eyes. 4 months passed this way. Then, one ordinary afternoon, as I bent his thin fingers gently to keep them from stiffening, his hand twitched. On its own. The ghost stared at his own flesh, stunned.
My nerves. My body answered the touch. Did you feel that? The curse is unraveling. My dawn is coming. I am so close to waking.
I flew to fetch the Duchess, half laughing, half in tears. The good news could not be contained. Within days, learned court healers and priests came from across the realm to attend him. And so did Serafina. She swept into the chamber of recovery, wrinkled her nose at the sleeping lord, and seized my arm hard enough to bruise.
They say he's waking. Is it true?
When I would not answer fast enough, her palm cracked across my cheek.
You think you climbed into House Aurorius? You think you can look down your nose at me?
Alara, you fool! Strike her back! I will stand behind you! Strike her!
When he wakes, you crawl back into the gut. I will tell him I tended him all along. He loves me. He will marry me, waking or not.
The ghost understood before I did.
So long as my mind keeps even a shred of this soul's memory, I will never wed her.
Then he faltered, and his voice dropped.
Never. But will I keep it? When I wake, will the soul's memory and the body's memory truly join? Or will it all wash away and leave me believing lies? If I forget, if I rise and think Serafina was the faithful one, gods, what then?
I rubbed my stinging cheek and felt my own dread answer his. Whether he married Serafina or a stranger was nothing to me. But if she stole the credit for my 6 months of toil, my fortune would vanish with it. The ghost suddenly brightened.
My mother. She has seen Serafina's true face. She will swear it was you who stayed. As long as she lives, Serafina cannot rewrite this.
But Serafina was not finished. She went straight to the Duchess and spun her web.
You know his heart, my lady. He chose me. When he wakes, will you truly force him to wed some stranger he does not know? He has cheated death. As his mother, you should support his happiness, not meddle in his marriage.
And to my horror, the Duchess wavered. She drew me aside, her face heavy with apology.
He will not know who tended him in truth. If I say it was Serafina and they wed as everyone expects, it spares the house a scandal. I will compensate you richly. Only hold your tongue, and no one need ever know it was you.
The ghost raged in my ear.
Alara, have you no spine? Why hand your triumph to that snake?
I wanted to fight. I did. But I had been beaten down since I could walk. With no name, no power, no one at my back, what could I possibly fight with? The ghost looked at me.
Cowards! Every single one of you! My own mother trades my future for a piece of gossip. And you just bow your head. Alara, I will remember the truth on my own.
Having swayed the Duchess, Serafina took no chances. She fed the news to the court herself, summoning scribes and gossiping nobles to the castle gate.
Under my devoted care, my beloved lord is waking at last. We shall seal our betrothal the moment he opens his eyes. Soon, I will be Lady Ararius. I thank you all for your blessings.
And the whole realm came to believe that Seraphina's deep, faithful love had worked the miracle. With every court healer's tending and the strength of Lucian's own will, his signs climbed. The color returned to his lips. His breath deepened. Before half a year had passed, the priests laid their hands upon his brow, traded grave looks, and declared his mind whole. He could wake at any hour. The closer that hour drew, the more manic Seraphina's smiles became. She believed she was about to successfully win everything, even though she hadn't cared for him for a single day.
Alara, I pray I remember all of this when I wake. Gods, keep me from forgetting your kindness. Gods, keep me from mistaking that snake for my savior.
I prayed for the same, but none of it was mine to command. Then came the morning I woke and the corner of the room was empty. No gray figure, no drifting voice, no cold. I understood at once. He was waking. I cried out for the Duchess and the court healers. Word raced through the castle, and Seraphina swept in with her scribes and witnesses on her heels. Beneath 100 breathless eyes, the priests murmured the waking rites over his still form. A long silence. Then Lord Lucian Aurelius, the sleeper of House Aurelius, slowly opened his eyes.
Look, it is time for you to leave this mountain.
Leave? But you never taught me the storm wolf form.
Wolf powers can't be taught.
Because I'm human?
Take this to the Warnhold Hall in Ashburn. You're due to be married.
What? To who?
When you were born, Lord Warrenhold promised his youngest granddaughter to you.
I don't want a bride. My parents didn't even want me. You raised me.
Your parents were murdered! And Lord Warrenhold knows why.
Who killed them?
Marry your bride. Then you'll learn what you really are.
Tell me now!
Leave! Before I throw you out! Too strong already. What happens when he learns that he is the White Moon Alpha King?
Captor hunters! Why are they chasing us? Grandfather names his heir at sunset. Seraphina wants me dead. Why? Your sister always been Lord's favorite. The favorite isn't named. The Warrenhold house seal cannot go to her. Not while I breathe. Another hunter!
Bad aim.
Move, you idiot!
I need a ride.
Human traveler. I am Lyra of House Warrenhold, the eldest daughter of the line.
Their eldest daughter of the Warrenhold?
She's the sister of my promised bride.
Yes. Now move. We can't help you.
Looks like you're the one needs some help, don't it?
Not from a low-born human.
Got anyone better?
This human outran Kafta hunters on foot.
Get in. Who the hell are you?
Rock, from Mount Ironspire.
You don't fear the Kaftars.
Should I?
Mountain boy. The Kaftar is the strongest house of Ashbarn. Dirty dogs.
Easy, bunny.
She can't fight them.
Kira is the best guard of Warrenhold.
Not against him.
Kira! Kira, stay with me.
They are too strong. Run.
Whatever Serafina promised you, I'll double it.
Ha ha ha, Junior! Bring her!
Come here, little bunny. Let her go.
Funny, I don't smell a human in that carriage. Junior, break him.
He has nothing to do with this!
All of you, destroy him! What are you?
Just a human.
Who sent you?
A professional.
He saved us. No way a human could do that. Thank you.
No need. We're family.
What family?
Lord Warrenhold promised me his youngest granddaughter. That makes you my sister-in-law. This is one house?
Do you trust him? He saved us.
But he's just a human. A dirty one, too.
Where's your sister?
Mountain boy. Serafina wouldn't even look at you. She is dating the Kaftar heir.
The Kafta? She likes those dogs? Terrible taste.
You should hear it from her.
Father, why is the hall prepared?
An honored guest arrives today. Lord wouldn't say who.
All this here for one person?
You're too easy to impress.
Serafina Warrenhold, my bride.
Lila, you're late.
Forgive me, Grandfather. We were delayed on the road. Grandfather sent word yesterday. Even the servants beat you there. My sister clearly doesn't respect the Warrenhold. I would be here sooner if someone hadn't tried to kill me.
You are so good at making up stories.
We made it out because of him. This human stray ruined my plan. You disappeared all day and came home with a filthy human?
Enough! The honored guest will arrive at any moment. To the ancestral hall, everyone.
Lord Warrenhold! I'm Rock, from Mount Ironspire. Master Garrick sent me here. He said you'd know what this here is.
The White Moon Fang. Young master, forgive this old servant for keeping you waiting.
Where is the Kaftam heir? Are you sure he's coming?
Relax, Mother. Marek has already proposed to me. Why would Grandfather kneel before a human stranger? Who is he? Hello, stepdaughter. Good evening, ma'am. You look awful.
That's a lot of food.
From now on, this is your home. Move down.
A human at our table. Father is losing it.
Grandfather, who will you give the Warrenhold house seal to?
My dear Serafina, I will give you everything. But before that, meet your husband.
What? Grandfather, you promised me to a homeless human?
Who are you, boy? What house do you belong to? Who are your parents?
Rock, from Mount Ironspire. I don't have parents.
I'm not marrying him!
A human orphan?
Promise to Lady Serafina? Impossible. She's Lord's favorite.
He smells like horseshit. Get him out!
Do not be foolish, Serafina.
A shower might fix the smell.
Serafina, apologize, now!
Father, Serafina is right. A human is beneath her.
It's fine. If she doesn't want me, I don't want her.
Are you stupid? You don't even know who you're talking to. My fiancé gave me this. A human like you could never touch it.
That ring, where did you get it?
I've already accepted Marek Kaftar's proposal. Once I marry the Kaftar, Warrenhold will be the most powerful house.
No! You will not marry him!
The Kaftar already sent gifts. Look, gold, jewels. What can this human trash offer us? Nothing.
Roka is 100 times better than that Kaftar dog. He is...
I don't care who he is. Let any beggar have him.
You ungrateful... Father!
Grandfather!
Serafina! You've gone too far this time!
Grandfather always gave everything to Serafina. Maybe.
Grandfather favored her only because of the marriage contract with Ruko?
What if he is not just a mountain man?
Grandfather, if Serafina won't marry him, I will.
Lyra got better taste.
Serafina, this works in our favor.
Lyra, no! Serafina has to marry Rourke. If she marries the Kaftar heir, they will take everything from you.
Father, trust me. Marrying Rourke is my only chance.
My silly husband. Look, Serafina marries the Kaftar heir, Lyra marries this mountain boar. It's perfect.
Everyone will be happy. Rourke, the choice is yours.
Master Garrick said I have to marry to know the truth. I choose Lyra Warrenhold.
No one ever chose me before.
Of course. The motherless marries the orphan stray.
Enough from you! I spoiled you for too long! Lyra, good child, bring me the family scroll.
The Warrenhold house seal.
Tomorrow, Lyra will take charge of the council hall. After their wedding, I will name Lyra as my heir. And to Roke, you will possess our lands, wealth, and our alliances.
Our entire empire. For her? For sleeping with this human?
You sold yourself to the Kaftar!
Grandfather, you are losing your mind. You chose a stray over me?
Father, take him to rest. Roke, this is your home now.
Lord Warrenhold, my family. You said you'd tell me about my family.
Tomorrow. Let him rest tonight.
The truth has waited 21 years. One more day won't kill me.
Look at him. A dirty human. A perfect match for my dear sister. Serafina, I have tolerated you long enough.
Enjoy your human pet. When I marry Kaftar, this whole house will kneel, including you.
You're motherless? I know how that there feels.
Watch your tongue, mountain boy. Tonight, you are sleeping with me. Follow me.
Can I bring food? I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Bring the whole tray. Boots off. Fix yourself up. Your hair needs trimming. Then we clean the wounds.
You promise no peeking?
Shameless.
You're scared of a bird? Lyra, my dear, come to the ball with me tonight. My dear? A man sent this?
None of your business.
Lyra is my wife. Don't ride again.
You had no right.
You wanted to marry me.
I don't even know what you are.
You married me only for the house seal.
So? I can still do what's expected of a wife.
Have you done this before?
You'll have to find out.
Not like this. I prefer to sleep by the fire.
He's not what I expected. Not at all. The council hall needs respect. That cloak, is it necessary?
My master gave it to me. Don't move!
Kaftar magic. It will explode any second. No. It'll take your human hand off.
Stay behind me!
Birth 5 royal heirs, and I send you home to Earth. Relax and breed, host.
Mercy, Your Majesty! Give me one more chance, I beg you! I'll conceive next month, I swear! Your Majesty!
Examine me first, Your Majesty.
Faster, I tire.
She has no place to disrupt the court. Drag this filth out and flog her. No!
Stand down.
I carry the king's blood. Who are you, a serving maid, to silence me before he speaks? I can feel his gaze clinging to my belly like he wouldn't let go. I'd guessed right. To this monster, a child was the one shield no blade could pierce.
Healers, examine her. Now!
Well?
Your Majesty, she's pregnant. She is with child, Majesty. Only...
Speak.
An ordinary woman shows nothing at 1 month, yet her belly swells like a harvest gore. Has she laid with another man and smuggled a bastard into your line?
Is that so, Ilara?
I began to sweat. I did spend a night with the Dragon King, but these babies are not naturally conceived.
No, Majesty! The light reads true. The seed is yours beyond doubt. It is only the life force coils strangely. We beg leave to read her again.
That's impossible. I made certain...
Say it again. I have an heir. Yes? Yes, Majesty.
I can't help but piqued. The king, he looked so young. It's hard to believe, but for one heartbeat, the tyrant who had buried 1,000 women looked almost like a boy.
Read her again. If the child is unstable, name the cure. Bleed the treasury dead to keep it breathing.
Your Majesty, the lady does not carry one child.
Not one?
5, Majesty. We have counted 3 times. 5 royal heirs share her womb. 5! I knew the curse was a lie! Let the old vultures dare push another man's son onto my throne now!
I moved to kneel, but he caught me against his chest instead. I'm bewildered. This behavior is so unlike him.
You will never kneel to me again.
A privilege. I'm surprised. This is what 5 heirs get me.
Yes, my king.
I noticed Roxanne across the hall, frozen and pale. Her eyes were fixed on my belly with a horror she couldn't hide. I didn't mind her. I was focusing on one thing, the babies, and the promise to send me back home. But the thought tasted strange, even then, because the man holding me smelled of storm and cedar, and his arms had gone gentle as a vow.
Name your reward, my lady. A title for your kin? A crown for your own brow?
I want only one mercy, Your Majesty.
Name it.
I wish...
Repeal the law. No more brides to the blade for a barren womb.
The moment those words left my mouth, I felt his arms went stiff around me. The whole court went dead silent. This king killed men for questioning his decrees. I set my hand on the one wound he never forgave. 1,000 graves had been dug to that law. Asking him to undo it was asking him to call himself wrong. A long, cold silence stretched until I could hear my own heart.
Granted.
Guards, move the Lady Ilara into my own chambers.
I want her where I can see her day and night.
I noticed Roxanne again, across the hall. Her painted smile never wavered, but her eyes followed me like a hunter marking prey. I should have felt nothing but triumph. A mercy granted, 1,000 future brides spared, my place secured until the birth. Instead, when he set his hand at the small of my back and led me from that blood-stained hall, something in my chest turned over. Careful, I told myself. He's a means to an end. 5 heirs, and you're gone. Don't you dare grow roots in a world you're leaving. But that night, in the warmth of his chambers, he laid his palm against my belly, as if it were made of glass. And somewhere in the star tower above us, an old man was already reading my ruin in the sky. They dressed me in consort silver for the crowning. It's the first real piece of clothing I had worn since I landed here. Darren walked at my side, every cruel line of him softened. The herald's voice rang out. 5 heirs, the curse broken, and 1,000 courtiers bowed. This is it. I'm becoming the first consort of this realm.
Your Majesty! This woman must not be raised!
There came Roxana. How surprising. She strode in like she's walking to a battlefield. Behind her, it was a white-bearded man in star-marked robes. The Grand Augur, Malachar.
I did not summon you down from your tower.
Why are you here?
I read the heavens last night, Majesty. A demon light burns beside the royal star. A monster comes to drown the realm, and the omen points here, into this very womb.
One child is a blessing. Twins a marvel. This woman breeds 5 at once. That is no blessing. That is a beast sign. A doom star wearing a child's face.
The court rippled with fear. They already whispered like they believed my babies would bring apocalypse to this realm.
5 in one womb. Unheard of. A demon, surely. What else could it be?
For the realm, Majesty, put the demon bride to death before she dooms us all!
With the king's favourite and the augur leading, the lords fell like wheat. I wonder how the king would react.
Silence!
Whoever names my children demons, does he wish to die?
A death pardon, granted by your late father's own hand. Strike me down if you must. I will die ridding the realm of this plague.
I knew Malachar was digging his own grave. I can tell from the king's vein popping. But the fool didn't notice. Or he did, but he simply chose to ignore it. He wanted me dead, me and my babies.
You name my children demons, augur. Where is your proof?
5 from one womb defies heaven itself. What more proof do you need?
So the king's boundless fortune, 5 heirs where there were none. You call this a curse? Are you praying for his majesty to die without a son after all?
Silver tongue! When your time comes, if the heavens send no ill sign, I am wrong. But if they do, what then, demon bride?
My pulse stuttered as the whole court waited on my answer. How was I supposed to know what sign would show? This dusty old fraud dares threaten my host. Bet him, Ilara. I'll strip him to nothing. Gift unlocked, heaven's blessing card. It triggers the moment you give birth.
Let us make a wager. If, on the day I give birth, the heavens send disaster as you claim, I will lay my own neck on the block, gladly. But if no ill omen comes, what will you forfeit? And what of the maid who slandered me?
Should a blessing fall instead, I will put out my own eyes and read the stars no more. And if the lady is wronged, surely loyal Roxana will pay with her life.
Roxanne's head jerked up. I could tell she wanted no part of this, but the augur's certainty pinned her. She had no path left but forward.
I accept the wager. If I have wronged the lady, I will die to atone.
Then it is sworn. The whole court bears witness. In 8 moons, you both lose.
You gamble your own neck without asking me first.
I don't gamble, Majesty. I only bet on certainties. He stared at me a long moment, and something flickered in those cruel eyes. Not anger, curiosity. And under it, the first dangerous root of something warmer. Don't look at me like that, Dragon King. I am a debt the heavens will collect, and then I am gone. The moons turned. My belly grew vast, vaster than any woman the realm had seen. And the longer it grew, the louder the whispers spread. Demon bride, doom star, 5 in 1. Servants made warding signs when I passed. Twice, my food came back from the taster with a wrongness in the smell. The wager had only made me a bigger target. If I died before the birth,
No omen would ever come to clear me. Some of them had worked that out.
Darren set his own guards at my door. Day and night, he came to me each evening, and each evening his brow was darker with a worry he could not say aloud.
Eat nothing I have not watched prepared. Trust no hand but mine.
I stared at him, silently surprised. My carefully walled heart cracked one more hair's width.
You taste my broth yourself, Majesty.
Stop it! He is a tyrant. He buried 1,000 women. You are leaving.
But the man who buried 1,000 women was sleeping in a chair by my bed each night so that no blade would find me in the dark. Then, in the 8th month, weeks too soon, the pain came, a fist of agony low in my belly.
The lady's time is here!
Sweat poured down me. Through the agony, I heard Roxana's voice rise, sweet and triumphant over the storm.
Fire! The royal chamber burns! It's judgment! Heaven's judgment!
Look, all of you! Black clouds, lightning on the palace, the heavens rage! The Devon is coming into the world!
Lords nailed in the pouring rain, howling for my blood.
Do you see now, Majesty? This is your blessing! Fire from the sky! The blackest of omens!
Through the open door I saw him, Draven, the Dragon King, sword bared, flames at his back, a sea of kneeling enemies before him, hair wild, eyes red as open wounds, a beast run to ground.
One step closer and I cut him down where he kneels. Will you stay blind, Majesty? Kill her, or the realm dies tonight.
The block, the 1,000 ghosts crowding my bed. If he wavered now, the same axe that took them would take me, and my way home with it.
Even his own guards sank to their knees, begging him to end me.
Then, cutting through thunder and rain, a newborn's first furious cry.
First hair detected. Heaven's blessing deployed.
The lady has delivered a son, a strong, perfect son.
Oh my God! A golden dragon guards the air! Heaven blesses the realm! A blessing beyond any age! Do not be fooled! There is only one true dragon, and it is the king! A child who summons a dragon at birth bears the throne seeker's mark. It will devour the crown, kill it before it grows!
Fire first, false dragon after! The demon means to steal your power! For the realm, do not soften now!
Darren traved in air, but he loved his throne more, and trusted no one. One whisper of throne stealer could turn a father's heart to a blade in a breath. I screamed into the dark behind my eyes.
He's twisting it! Do something now!
Easy, host. The blessing is only half unwrapped. Push. Bring the rest into the world.
I dug my nails into the wood and bore down with everything I had left. I screamed. And the second child slit free. Then the third.
Easy, host. I'm changing the narratives now.
System told me the fading gold flared back to blinding life. System told me, from the scorched earth, golden lotuses erupted. Palm-sized, jade-petaled, blooming in a path from my door to the foot of the dais. Their fragrance washed the blood and ash away.
They went crazy outside. It's a good day today.
Lotus from bare ground. That's scent. This is no curse.
Demons come with black rain and blood. This is gold and light. Olga, have your old eyes failed you?
The moment the whole court finally saw it. He was wrong. They were both wrong. I bore down again. The fourth child. The fifth, and the sky answered with music. Unearthly, soaring. 100 spirit beasts of light stampeded through the clouds, and among them ran the 4 great guardians of legend. In the deepest gold, a vast white-robed figure raised a sleeve, and the heavens wrote a single blazing word across the dark. Blessed.
3 princes and 2 princesses.
Majesty!
5 heirs! All safe! All whole!
5 heirs. The system's deal. Done. My ticket home. But the sweeter thought came right behind it. The wager. They swore it before the whole court. The augur's eyes. The maid's life. I just won both. I turned my head toward the 2 figures drowning in golden light, and I let myself smile. You called my children demons, augur. Now the king collects your debt, in front of everyone you tried to turn against me.
You wagered the heavens would condemn her. The heavens have spoken. Now I will.
Hear my decree. The Lady Alara is named Queen, Mistress of the Realm, this very day.
I should have felt only triumph. Instead, I searched his face. The monster who'd nearly killed me an hour ago, now holding me like I might break. No. Alara, you're going home. Don't you dare feel anything for him. But when I looked past his shoulder, 2 shadows were slipping toward the east gate, Roxanda and Malachar, running while the court drowned in celebration. Your Majesty, your augur and your favorite are leaving the party rather early.
Seize them!